What is up, guys? My name is TheSimYin. My name's Yin. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Anyway, guys, from all the controversy the Sims team has, basically had the past few weeks, they actually just reached their 8-year anniversary of The Sims 4. That's insane because I believe this is like the longest franchise we've ever had. I don't think Sims 1 ran that long, Sims 2 didn't run that long, Sims 3 damn sure didn't run that long. So the fact that Sims 4 is running on 8 years and they're saying that there's many more years to come, and on top of that, the EA creators are literally saying that they're apparently going strong with sales. So with that being said, my channel does give a lot of constructive criticism, and sometimes people mistaken that as I don't know, hate for The Sims, and that's so crazy because to me, I'm such a simmer in so many ways, and I want to share with you guys 8 things I love about The Sims because of their 8-year anniversary. Now, I know this is regarding The Sims 4, but I just want to say 8 things I love about The Sims as a whole, because regardless of the controversy, the backlash this game has had, I have been playing this game since I was in middle school, and it has helped me in so many ways as an scapegoat. It helped me feel better sometimes when I'm overwhelmed and stressed, and honestly, it's just a cozy game for me to play, especially when I used to get off school, and I used to be okay, I want to play something after I do my homework, and even right now after I get out of capitalism, okay, which is what I call work, because you know what, we all know that's what it is. Anyway, so I do want to say before I begin, I do want to let you guys know I do have a vlog channel if any of you guys are interested, and it'll be linked down below as well. And I also have a Twitter. You can follow me at TheSimYin, where I also respond back to you guys, okay? So anyway, let's get into this, okay? So number 1, the power to create and control. Now, despite the lack of diversity that we don't have still, and the ones that we did have to fight for, skin tones, I do love the creative control we have with The Sims. It may not be everything in the book that I would like to have, but most games don't offer the creative freedom that The Sims does. I'm gonna be honest. I want to say they do, but let's be real. This is why it's so hard for The Sims to be compared to anybody right now, because they do not have competition when it comes down to the amount of things that we are able to do with their game. Regardless of how much you don't like what they're doing with The Sims 4, we cannot deny the fact that there's so much creative control in this game, okay? I love the freedom of creating Sims. I can literally spend hours designing the perfect Sim and then customizing their life. And, I can figure out, who I want them to be, where I want them to go. There's just, so much, to do, in regards of the creative control that we do have. And with that being said, this actually goes hand in hand with the next thing I'm about to say, and it's mods. Now, I know that there is a lot of controversy that has gone on, and whether we can all disagree or agree about the controversy, there was just this whole thing. And if you don't even know about the controversy that's happened with The Sims 4 and the mods, let's just say it's a lot right now, okay? And a lot of, modders are taking a stand on whether or not they want to keep creating content, because now they're not being able to be paid as much as they were. And they're only can accept donations, and sometimes, a lot of people spend their hard-earned time into this, and there's just a lot of things going on with that. But that being said, we cannot deny that, these mods have added so much to the game. It completely changes the gameplay, and I do know there is privilege within mods, and I feel like oftentimes the PC community forgets that. There's a lot of privilege when you have mods, because you need to be able to, 1, have a PC, 2, be able to have space for the PC, and 3, especially if you're doing alpha, you better have a PC that can download the shit out of this. You know what I mean? I mean, my computer is not even an actual gaming computer, and I wish I would have gotten a gaming computer knowing that I was starting a YouTube channel regarding, games. Because sometimes I'm just you know what, this might be a little bit too much for my computer. Let me back it up a little bit. And I just love the fact that, not a lot of games offer the fact that we can use, we can have mods in the game, okay? Let's be real. A lot of things that, when it comes down to having mods in the game, that's generous of EA. Regardless of how you feel about EA, I know they're money hungry, and I know that they literally rely on modders to make the game. I completely understand that. Trust me, I know. I see it from the outside looking in, from the inside looking out. I get it. What they're doing to modders and making them feel like they have to fix everything is ridiculous, and they rely on modders to basically make their game better, especially when it comes down to the Sim 4. I know there's a lot of controversy behind that, and honestly, that's a different topic for a different day. But I do want to say that I do love the fact that we are allowed to have mods and have that creative control of, other creators pitching in and being like, hey, we can use this for the game itself, and making it better, and just having, just this creative gameplay that we normally wouldn't have in the game in the first place. I love that that's actually possible. I know there's a lot of controversy behind that, again, but I'm not gonna lie, I really do love the fact that they allowed that, because some games could be like, no, we're not doing that, and you have to deal with it, and that's it. So I'm going to put that at that, and y'all let me know down below in the comments what y'all think about that. Anyway, the next one I have is the community. Now, I know the community is so toxic. It is, okay? So from time to time, and then there's also toxic positivity, because nobody wants to talk about that. Sometimes there is just way too much toxic positivity to the point where nothing gets done with The Sims 4, and then we result in the same thing that happens, and it's a repeated cycle. But I will say one thing I love about the community is that, we don't talk, okay? Whether we all love it, or whether we all hate it, or whether we agree or disagree, we are gonna be there, okay? If you're an OG, like, fan, you already know. Like, you already know. Like, if you played this back in Sims 1, 2, 3, or 4, you already know the OG-ness of, like, how The Sims is. And just the community itself is so strong and so, like, everyone is like ride or die, okay, for the OGs anyway. And then I just love the fact that there's new people coming in, and then sometimes it can create problems because, they're buying packs that we know that aren't worthy of being sold, and they get it anyway. And there's that's a whole topic within itself, but I will say I do like the community, as toxic as it can be sometimes. And sometimes people are like, oh, I don't even want to play The Sims anymore because of the community, how toxic it is. You can literally find everyone there for you. You can do whatever you want, and it's just like, it's completely up to you. Now, with that being said, that does go into, like, when I said that you can find something exactly for you, I do want to mention the gallery. That is the next one I want to talk about, because I love the gallery. I love the fact that we can all connect to each other in this game. We know that we are not getting online with The Sims 4. We know that, right? And apparently you're supposed to be getting it with Sims 5. But when I tell you that the gallery was probably like the best thing ever, that's another way for us to really connect. I love the fact that I can see another build and be like, I'm going to download it. Or like, I don't have to be stressed to the point where I'm like, I can't do this. Like, you couldn't do that in The Sims 2. Not that I'm aware of, or not that we had on console. But because again, at the beginning of this year, I just switched from I just switched from console to PC. So there's a lot of things I still don't know 100%. But from what I understood, I could not do that. And I love the fact that I can sit there and be like, okay, I don't have time to build this. I'm more of like a creative sim person rather than a builder. And I would rather just download something off the gallery. And I'm able to do that and just have a house and be like, okay, let me put my creative sim in there. And then now I can just play. Or vice versa. If you're just a builder and you don't have time to do a creative sim. Like, I just love this. I love the fact that we are able to connect in different ways when it comes down to the gallery. And I mean, it's not fully online. Clearly, like, we can't show up to someone else's house, through online, but we can download, and I do think that's a really cool feature of The Sims. Regardless of what, the controversy about behind online is, I really do like this feature. And this is, guys, we're gonna be positive here, okay? Because this is something that is cool, and you're not gonna tell me it's not. Okay, we're not gonna get into that. Anyway, the next thing I want to say is the layout with, the furnishing, and the altering the landscape and terrain. I love the detail that we're able to play with that, because not a lot of people, or not a lot of games, allow us to do things like that. Let's be honest, when it comes down to the nitty gritty and how detailed The Sims can get, although I do know we are missing so much into the game, we have a lot of control when it comes down to landscape and terrain, and I hate the fact that they put weather as a DLC when I feel like that should have been base game, especially because every time you go up a franchise, I feel like maybe I don't expect that with 1 or 2, but I do expect Sims 4 to have weather. You see what I'm saying, as the base game itself. So that kind of stuff bugs me, but like I said, I do like the fact that we can choose the layouts, and we can choose the altering in the landscape and the terrain, and creating a world of just whatever we want. Like I said, this goes back to the number 1, creative control. And I really like that about The Sims, okay? And the last thing I want to talk about is the graphics. I love the graphics. Even though they promised us so much more gameplay and they just didn't deliver, I'm not gonna lie, I love the graphics when it comes down to The Sims 4. 1, 2, and 3 do not compare to the fact that The Sims 4 has the best graphics to me. I love what it brings to the table. It's exactly what I expect The Sims 4 to be. I love the animation style, and although we can, exactly goes back to mods, and we can choose to even have even more graphic, realism within our Sims, or even within the furniture that we decide to use in the game, and just in general the landscape, the detailing, everything. I love the fact that these graphics are A1. They're the best one I've seen so far when it comes down to the Sims, and they don't look pixelated. It's not too cartoony, but it's still like on the vibe of like, wow, this is legit. I don't know, y'all let me know down below in the comments, because I really genuinely do like the graphics in The Sims 4. And I know like a lot of people are into like the whole Maxis match. Some people are really into Alpha CC, and then some people are like, I'm a Maxis match girl. Let me know below. Are you guys a Maxis match girl, or you guys are like a CC? Anyway, or boy, let me know below in the comments, okay? Anyway, guys, I did want to say 8 things I love about The Sims, and again, I know there's a lot of things that are going on right now with it, but this is just because I want to bring some light and being like, I'm still a simmer at the end of the day. I really genuinely do love playing The Sims, and although I have a lot of constructive criticism, at the end of the day, I'm a simmer. I love The Sims, and I'm hard on them because I know they can do better. I'm an OG simmer, and I know what they can bring to the table, and they just have not been delivering lately, and I will always stand by that, okay? I'm still a simmer, so don't be saying that I hate the game. Why do I even play if I hate it? So I do not hate the game, okay? I've never said that ever on this channel. You can go back and watch any of my videos. I've never said that, okay? Anyway, you guys let me know down below in the comments, what is your favorite thing about The Sims? It doesn't even necessarily have to be The Sims 4. What's your favorite thing about The Sims in general? Okay, again, I don't have a lot of simmer friends, and I love talking to you guys because you guys are like my simmer friends, and I love responding to you guys, and I love this community that we have built where we can talk about anything regardless if we disagree or agree, as long as we keep it respectful in the comments. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!